Bruno's Half-Hearted Hardcore Challenge SMP. I am Dan Bear Pig, and I am still alive. So, I'm already online, as you can see. It's just me and Setson right now. Both of us are at 0 deaths. Both of us still alive. And as you can see, I have settled in a rather harsh, inhospitable environment. And this isn't really anything. I kind of laid down a framework for a basic house just in case I needed one, and to make sure I claimed this plateau as my own in case anyone else was foolish enough to travel this far and settle here, but nobody else has. So they're the smart ones, honestly. And I have this ruined portal that has been restored. And my tentative plan is to build a little bit of a gatehouse. Nothing crazy, because we're more than halfway through this challenge that only goes until, I think this Saturday, maybe through Sunday. I think just Saturday. And and there's a good chance I won't make it. So, but yeah, I've had some close calls here. Right now, I am going through my trees, my tree farm, and very carefully harvesting spruce to make some sticks. Hey, Lena, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Since you are here, I did some work behind the scenes for the stream, and I have some new custom alerts ready to go, and I'm not sure if you saw yours before or not, but I'm going to replay it so you can see my new one. If it'll go. Uh-oh, is it not going to work? Oh, no. All right, hold on. I got to make sure something's working here. If I go stream elements, I'm going to probably die doing this, aren't I? Okay. Will it work? Now. Rip. It is not working. Well, dang it. Well, that's a shame. It was super cool. But then I restarted my computer before the stream, and it's probably lost the link to it. So, oh well. Let's see if I can go to here and save. Copy the URL. Doing back behind the scenes things right now, like a super professional. There we go. Okay. And now will it work? Reload overlays and nothing. No! Well, that's annoying. That's alright. I'm going to focus on staying still alive here. So, Lena, you'll be amused. I watched the Ricky Roy's stream today, and he decided that he wanted to go to the Bastion and raid it for Pig Step, and I did not tell him until after he raided it that you had already gotten it. So he thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, so this is my tree farm, and I've got these raised by yeah, Lena's number one. That is true. And I mean, he did also die. I told him it would be appropriate if Jasno died to a fern that he should die trying to get a rock and roll record, but no, he died later in a mine shaft. So, but yeah, these are raised by one so that if a tree grows, I don't suddenly die. It's unlikely. It'll probably just put me in crouch mode, but I don't want to risk it. And I'm being careful if there is a sapling that has not grown yet, like here. I'm not going to harvest this tree until that one grows, just in case. So, how does someone die to a fern? I think what happened is that it caught fire. That he was trying to put out a fire and he thought he was safe, but the fern was flammable, and he caught fire and died to a fern in Half-Hearted Hardcore. But that's why he was wearing a fern hat before the event. As a reference to that. Yep. Technically, I only looted like 2 chests before I chickened out. Yeah. There was a chance. There was another chest with Pig Step in there, but very unlikely. Unlikely even for the one that you found. But yeah, I let him go the whole time before saying, yeah, someone already got it. Okay, so yeah, let me show you around just a little bit then. this is my inhospitable environment that I have foolishly decided to settle on. I'm very close to the north world border. In fact, if I pull up the world map here, um, there's the world border right about here. And I went all the way around here before settling here on the southernmost plateau because I wanted to be visible just in case anyone else came this far north. They would see my base first. And I kind of want to make a little bit of a gatehouse, maybe out of blackstone, around this portal. But first I have to collect a bunch of blackstone. I don't have very much yet. And yeah, who knows if I'm even going to make it. And the event won't be much longer anyway. So I'm gathering wood to make sticks, and I'm going to go back to spawn. There is a massive trading hall there now. Everyone at spawn has been super busy. Right now it's just me and Setson online. And yeah, I want to add some enchantments to my tools because mining has not been very lucrative for me. And my second diamond pickaxe is about to break, so I want to mend it. Nope, I have not died. I am still alive. In fact, I wonder if I can... if people are death banned, they might not even be on the scoreboard anymore. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so Shipwreck has 8 deaths because he was on beforehand testing it. So yeah, this is just saying who's died so far. So Go for Them Knees is dead, Villager Person, Creeper, Dracolich, Fenagon, From a Place, Gerardo, Lena did it, Maggie Dog, Paper Library, the Ricky Roy, as of today, Tomato Turtle, and Zoinerts, I'm guessing. They are the ones who have died. Let's clear that. There we go. Hey, Maurice, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Oh, don't feel ashamed of your deaths, Lena. You were a daredevil. That's what it was. So you earned all of the Lena's crazy praise from Bruno before dying. So, and honestly, it was entertaining for everybody. Yeah, this is not the best place for me to have decided to settle. Sun's going down. I think it's a good time for me to go ahead and head to spawn. So let's go through here. And yes, I did restore this whole portal. Maurice says he's ashamed of his deaths too. No worries, Maurice. But yeah, Ricky Roy had a very similar story to you, Lena, having done all sorts of daredevil things and then dying very foolishly, well, actually very instantly, to a skeleton. So he was in a mine shaft, carefully lighting it up, and he went to somewhere that he had already blocked off and broke one single block, and there was a skeleton on the other side that instantly, I mean within 1 or 2 frames, shot him in the face. And he was gone. He had a shield, but there was no time to raise it. But Lena says, lol, I felt so bad because Burke really wanted potats for his villagers, and I had some in my inventory when I died the last time. So, yeah, at least you didn't have 4 totems in your inventory that... are now despawned. Okay, so what is the way to spawn? I need to go south. So there's my my tunnel right there, and I believe, is that it there? Yes, I think that is it. Super zoom. Oh, I can combine this with the Optifine zoom and go nuts. If only I had a spyglass. When did Ricky die? Asked Maurice. And didn't he have totems? He did have totems. So he had gone and done a bunch of farming at spawn, and then he picked up some totems. And he popped one. He was mining for gold in the Nether, and he was up in the out in the open in the Nether. And he popped one because he was mining gold, and there was a piglin nearby, and the piglin got him. He popped the totem and then immediately died. And then he was holding a shield the next time instead of his totems, but he didn't have time to raise it. Oh, this is new. Ooh, fancy. Yep, and he died near the end of his stream earlier today. So just a few hours ago. Alright, and I think... Oh, Okay, is that our... Yeah, that's our guy for bartering. Okay, cool. So I'm safe from him, and I'm wearing gold. I'm not taking that off. I'd rather have that on than netherite at this point. So let's go, and hopefully it's daytime. Alright, good. It is daytime. Hello? That's... Okay, let's take a tour of spawn real quick. So here's the mortuary. I'm not sure where the wither rose came from. As far as I know, no one has fought a wither yet. But I think there are other ways to get them. And yeah, this is the mortuary. I guess we're having funeral services. And here's the graveyard. Oh, here we have first Lena's. Couldn't count and got knocked out. I think, is it Burke or is it Barely who's doing the puns here? Fenegon fell from a high place, then he hit his face. Zoinerts got kicked out of his swamp. His skin was Shrek. Oh, hey, there's the alert working. I don't know why it didn't work for the replay. Sorry, Elena, but Fragilities, thank you for the follow. Yep, there's the alert that I was working on all day, so I'm glad it actually worked. Thanks for triggering that. And here's a Creeper. I'm just going to say Creeper because I don't know how to pronounce this. His name was just too long. Empty place for an unimportant person. Uh-oh. I hope that's not mine. And from a place, dead, but only inside. Oh, never mind. Actually dead. And let's see. Simsamat died to some witch, put his body in a ditch. Villager person died to the witch massacre. There was a major witch event earlier. A few people got ambushed by several witches, and it didn't go too well. Gerardo, I want his grave smaller, says Library. Library failed at building the Nether Portal, first to die. Okay, and we've got Maggie, that darn witch again. Yep, there, that witch. So yeah, this is... Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. Go for them knees. Got Philzed. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. I know Philzed's a Minecrafter, but there's probably something he's famous for dying to, and that's probably what happened there. Dracolich 97 just dead, and here we go, saved for last. The Ricky Oroy. The Skelly had the high ground. And the arrow. That's perfect. Alright. So yeah, there's the graveyard. Lena says, I knew the 4-block fall would be the death of me, literally. Yep, that's... I mean, I mentioned this before, but honestly, it's not as embarrassing as Slice Slime's death, where he knew he was jumping 4 blocks, he knew it was deadly, and he simply forgot to put on his feather-falling boots before going into his cow pit. His cow pen. Yep. Mining entrance. Marking where there's lava. I guess that's for using in here, maybe, or just for safety. And I don't know whose cats they are, but they're probably dead. Oh, shaders make some of these really hard, actually. Night is scary in Minecraft, but in Triple H, it is much worse. Stay safe. I think Setson placed that. Hey, Satan, welcome to the chat. So, yep. Are you're still alive, right? In the Half-Hearted Hardcore Challenge? I think you are. And, hey, there's Setson. Oops, accidentally added a replay event marker. Satan says, I'm just working on some things and I'll be on later today. Fantastic. Here's an automatic sheep shearer. And, oh yeah, that's working great. Maybe I'll make a banner. Poisonous potatoes. Oh, hey, a trader llama. Nice. Okay, but these wheat fields just look fantastic. I can't jump on that wall. Of course I can't. Ooh, okay, I need more steak. Okay, good, we're getting bone meal. Fantastic. Okay, here is Baby Bob, Mama Bob, and Dirt Bob. Alright then. Protection 1, we got lapis, leather. Okay. Yeah, there is a lot. Oh, and there's just regular Bob. There's Setson organizing some stuff. Ooh, totems. think I will take a couple more. This is a communal area. We're all dirty commies here, so I can take that. Nice super smelter right above. Here's what I'm looking for. Here's the villager trading hall. So let's go ahead and craft some sticks. Yeah, oak logs. Because I'm more likely to want to build with the spruce. Marie says we have like 2 or 3 double chests of totems at the raid farm, so take as many as you need. Alright, yes. Yeah, so Ricky Roy, after spending a lot of time here working and helping out, was feeling guilty about taking totems, so I was like, yeah, absolutely take them, and then they didn't help, so. Okay, and I was joking the other day about banning someone for not speaking English here, because we're English only in Bruno's chat at least. Oh, ah! Oh no! Dan, if you don't pay attention to what's under your feet, you're gonna die. But yeah, I was just joking. So what have we got? Respiration 3, fire protection and thorns. Respiration would be fantastic to put on a helmet so I can stand underwater longer. Let's see, Bane of Arthropods. Ooh, diamond axe is more interesting than the efficiency on it. You and joking new to me, says Maurice. Yeah, I never joke. I'm joking that I was joking. I don't joke. Ground hero? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Yeah, so this is for getting emeralds then. Alright, but what I need is, here we go, the Fletcher. Punch piercing, night vision, but most importantly, sticks. And this here, oh, that's my first trade. That you can do the spacebar to repeat a trade. I wish you could do that with crafting. That would be so handy. Alright, and that used that up. So, yep, GG, says Setson. Alright, so I have 16 emeralds. And now I'm going to have to be very frugal with these. There should be quite a few emeralds in a chest. Oh, yeah, probably this one. The one with the emeralds on it. Alright, I'm going to just take a bunch of these and leave what I don't use behind. So, okay, feather falling and unbreaking. Those are great. Efficiency. Efficiencia. Mending. Here we go. Mending. For 12, that's a good deal. Okay, I need books too, though. There we go. Books. What is already here? Protection. Protection. Not a bad idea to get protection either. So, but let's go ahead and get a mending book. And let's immediately put that on my pick. Because I do not have diamonds. I am completely out. Actually, I might have 2, but that's not enough to make another pick. So, same as being out, basically. Alright, efficiency. What efficiency do we have? We have 5. Nice. Okay. Don't mind if I do. And what else? I don't particularly need unbreaking if I've got mending. I just need to be careful. So maybe efficiency is enough. Efficiency and mending. Fortune. I want fortune. Do we have that? I don't know. Okay, but let's just see, because maybe we do and it's just not listed. Nope. Okay, feather falling though. I do want feather falling, so that I can fall more than 4 blocks. There's a cheaper unbreaking guy downstairs, says Maurice. Okay. Yeah, I may not even bother with the unbreaking though. We'll see. Sharpness, luck of the sea. I could put sharpness on an axe, because that's my weapon of choice. I don't want to accidentally sweeping edge, or not sweeping edge, but sweeping attack with a sword a zombified piglin. Alright, so yeah, I don't think we have loyalty. Nice. Yep, I don't think we have it. Fortune. Well, dang it. Well, let's take a couple of these protection books. Ooh, diamond boots. I think I'm going to take them. Fortune Librarian is... Okay, thank you. Fortune Librarian is downstairs as well. This time I'm going downstairs deliberately. Oh, there's an entire set. Alright. Power 5. Ooh, I should make a bow. Or should just get a bow. Fire protection. Ooh, that would be good. Efficiency, fortune. Here we go. And it's fortune 3. All right, let's make sure there's not a chest with it already. Fire protection, nice. A shield. Ooh, yes. I need to remember that shields are in the game because I rarely use them. And I should. Okay, so fortune. Let's go ahead. And let's see, knockback, blast protection, looting, and cheaper unbreaking, he said. Yeah, unbreaking 19. I think I'm going to skip it. I'm not even going to have enough levels to put that on there, not immediately. So let's do the most important thing first. These boots get, they get feather falling. I want that. Let's see, how much would it cost to do protection? Let's do protection 3 twice. Once on the boots, and then once on my iron helmet. There's a very small chance that if I get hit, it will simply prevent the damage from happening, is how I think that works. Setson, gasp, you are streaming 20 minutes already? I'm super late. Hey Setson, just for you, I did an hour before heads up on Twitter, and I put a notification on the Discord, on Bruno's Discord as well. But hello, Setson, welcome. All right, so, and in theory, I've set up some timers as well, timers and commands. Hey, Alpin, welcome, and thanks for the lurk. Hello. Are you on the half-hearted challenge? I don't remember if you joined this or not. Saw on Bruno's Discord. Fantastic. Also, let's see. I'm going to show off my fanciness, that I'm a pro streamer now. If I do... I need to give Streamlabs bot a cool name, though. Oh, I need a lurk command. That's what I need. I don't have a lurk command. All right, joined first day. How's it going? I saw y'all have totems. Yep, we have totems. It was all me who had nothing to do with making it. So, yep. I'm not sure who made the raid farm, but it is handy and fancy, and I don't know how it works. I've never used a raid farm. Okay, but the most important tasks are done. I have mending on my pick. Let's see, I have 8 levels left. What can I afford to put on my pick? Let's do the efficiency, and that will be it. Oh, and I broke this too. Oh yeah, they don't drop on the ground anymore. Nice. GG Mojang. Alright, but now I need to actually mend this. So let's go back into the Nether, and I need some blackstone. Let's see. I built the raid farm, says Maurice, and Kung helped flattening the outpost to get Bad Omen faster. Alright, yes, cool. So Maurice and King Kung. Yeah, no, it has been extremely handy. Let's see. If I put this in my hand, what if I get a diamond axe? Let's go ahead and get that, and... oh, no, I need to be holding that. There we go. Let's get the diamond axe. Alright, and that gave me 6 more durability on my pick. Nice. Sorry to answer, Setson. I was so focused on the build. What are the plans today? We have blackstone in the chest. Ooh. Well, the plans today were first to come here and get mending on my pickaxe and see what else I could get. So that has been a success. I'm going to go ahead and, well, let's use up the iron axe first. And then we'll have the diamond axe. I'll probably need to get mending on that later. Let's put these emeralds back for someone else to use, as well as the books. Plenty of leather. We probably have a sugarcane farm somewhere too. Let's put these in here too for someone else. Never been scratched, never been scuffed. And let's go ahead and put some... oh, that's what I can do. Let's... oh good, I've got oak. So let's use the oak. Let's keep the spruce. I want to build with that potentially. Let's make more sticks. Oh, planks. sticks and see if I can trade again, because that will help. Oh, good. Alright, and now I've got 144 durability. Perfect. Alright, Lena says, Mojang was feeling mean when they decided nether trees would grow the way they do. It's so annoying farming them. Oh man, I'm glad that some things are kind of a pain. There are, I feel, too many easy buttons in Minecraft, and the game is best balanced, I think, for single-player hardcore. But once you get into mid or late game on an SMP, I almost said an SA SMP. There's only one of those. Then the economy's kind of broken, honestly. Especially for books. It's too easy to get mending books for a single emerald. Okay. Alright, so sets and... Oh, I forgot to leave these there. That's alright. I will go back later. Polished blackstone, another brick wall. Blackstone. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple stacks of this since Setson offered. Lena says, as a builder, I don't mind. Yeah, honestly, as an aspiring builder who's trying to get better at the building, I actually like the idea of there being more hard to get and rare blocks, even for a builder, because then it really means something extra if you've got a build that's out of expensive blocks, rather than simply being a, hey, that's a really good looking build. It shows the dedication of having gone to go out and collect those resources and put in all that extra effort. That's my personal opinion, though. It's I'm kind of in the minority, I found, on that. Let's see what's in here. Lots of netherrack. More blackstone. Lots of netherrack. Gravel. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the gravel. This needs to be a gravelless world. Let's do that. Okay. And put that back behind me. Alright. Setson says, oh, the overworld storage. And Marie says something like netherite blocks is just... yeah. So if you can build... Like, imagine if it was easier to get ancient debris, it wouldn't be such a flex to make a full netherite beacon in survival. But since it is, being able to do that, I think Pixel Rifts did it, right? That is a serious flex. But let's see, I don't want to keep running into that lava. Let's see, Sutton says, don't die please, Dan. There's only us here, and I'm not good at rescue. Help me. Well, hello. Setson, I need a pro rescuer. And Lena says, I think I feel differently because my favorite blocks to build with are the cheapest to get. Yeah, the cheap ones are good looking too. So, I mean, there's that as well. Okay, so how do I get to my particular tunnel? What are your cores? In the nether. I, as you can see, make myself laugh. Okay, here we go. No! I'm doomed. Marie says, yeah, for the flex, sure, but I meant as a building block. It looks really good, but it just takes so long when you want to get it in large amounts. Yes, yes it does. But, yeah, that's its value. Okay, be smart, Dan. Remember that you placed 2 torches in the entrance to your tunnel. That's 1 torch. So unless someone broke one... North is where I need to go. There we go. Here it is. I'm smart, and I can find my way around. Oh, let's eat so that I can keep sprinting. I don't need to heal, obviously, with the food, but not being able to sprint could be a life and death matter. I don't want to be stuck having to serpentine away from a skeleton, for example, and unable to sprint. Alright, so... Okay, but... I'm resisting the urge to open my world map here because it's a little bit cheaty in the nether. And I want to do this legit. But I know that there is lava ocean above me, as you can see the dripping lava particles. And as I have found in trying to make this tunnel, I've never had tunneling through the nether take so long and be so terrifying. because I was, let's see if I can show my method here. There's a little spot for lava to go if I uncover lava. And so now, like that. And I can hear lava. And that's as far as I can dig. So now I can cover that up. And then if I uncover lava, it will stop there. And I don't have to worry about my reaction time. It'll just go there. And gravel is notorious for letting lava down. But let's see if this time it uncovers ancient debris. We are at Y15, which is a great place for that. I don't have TNT, and I'm not going to use beds, even with a totem in my hand. But let's see if we uncover any ancient debris. I have only one. Or better yet, for this purpose, since this is such a short-lived event, blackstone. And I'm ready to run if I uncover lava. Nope, no lava. Okay, let's get the high ground. Are you going to get full netherite? It is very unlikely, Maurice, that I'm going to get full netherite. But if I can get netherite, I'm thinking... I mean, it might be worth putting on my armor because the knockback protection is fantastic. But the chances of me taking any damage anyway and dying are still pretty high, so I might put it on my pickaxe instead. But we will see, and yeah, I hear lava. And there's gold. Gold is good too. I've got more apples. In fact, that's how Ricky Roy died. He was after gold for golden apples. And there's the lava that I hear. Let's block that off. There we go. And let's see, I have fortune on this. So, okay, I don't have fortune on this yet, so let's not use it yet. But I will get levels that I can use to put fortune on that pick. Alright, yeah, let's not put it... I almost put it in my offhand, as is my habit for if I'm repairing a tool in ordinary survival, but this is not ordinary survival. Marie says, I don't think golden apples are all that useful. They're not likely to save you if you get into trouble, but they're at least something. For example, when I first went into the Nether, I couldn't guarantee how safe the location would be, so I ate the only golden apple I had at the time, just in case, just to give me a tiny bit of edge. Like if there was a ghast and it had shot a fireball, maybe I would survive it. Fortunately, there wasn't a ghast, and I had plenty of time to cover up... Yeah, here's what I'm looking for, Blackstone. To cover up the location for the portal. And so, yeah, and fortunately I was wearing my gold as well, because there were piglins right there, and here I'm not doing my safe mining technique. Marie says, it's not worth getting them, for me at least. Yeah, I'm not going out of my way for the golden apples, but since I didn't initially have spruce, which is one of the two easiest woods to farm, that and birch, and it's my favorite looking wood as well. So I figured I might as well take whatever apples I get and turn them into golden ones. So, plus anything I don't, I can use to barter with a piglin, which is how I got. No, that's not how I got the obsidian. I actually mined that with my first diamond pickaxe. So yeah, I mined the obsidian to repair the portal. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to take a sip of my drink here. And there we go. But yeah, right now the main use of the gold is to get the experience to repair my pickaxe and to get more levels for enchanting it. But yeah, this is indeed slow going, doing anything on the or on a half-hearted hardcore. This is only the second time I've ever played hardcore too. I've never done even a practice run of Triple H. I thought about it when Bruno announced this, but I decided no, it'll be more entertaining, more interesting, more scary to just go in almost blind. I mean, I've watched Bruno and Slice Slime play it, but just to go in cold. So that is what I have done. and I've had a couple of near heart attacks. I had an experience similar to Ricky Roy where I broke a block in a mine shaft and immediately saw a skeleton, but he wasn't ready to shoot me. I am incredibly lucky there. I probably should have died. And then I made that YouTube short video where I was uncovering a cave in my mesa, and there's a skeleton right there, and I was out. I ran. I've never run faster in my life in Minecraft, and I was thinking serpentine the whole time. I thought for sure I was toast because skeletons are unnaturally good shots. I should have been dead. But yeah, those were my 2 close calls. Alright. Not finding much here. How much blackstone do I have? I have 4.5 stacks. Let's see if I can get another stack or so. Oh, yep, there we go. I should have had my little hole there. Hey, there's the command. Actually, Setson, that's not going to take us to it because that's to my main channel, and I'm using my second channel for shorts and for stream archives. So let me go ahead and pull that up myself here. Give me just a moment. Did you count? Yeah, it's pretty amusing. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and copy the link here and paste it in. There it is right there. Oh, I'm missing in-game chat too. Setson says, gonna make your grave tip. Well, Setson, if you outlive me, you are welcome to put the epitaph on my grave. So, alright, let's fix this lava. There we go. And let's remember the technique. Just gravel. Alright. There's a little hole for the lava to flow into so that it doesn't flow at me. And I really miss sprint mining in the Nether. But nope, 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 nope. Alright, Satan says, I want to get netherite again, but after losing a full suit, I don't know anymore. But maybe. How did you lose a full suit of netherite? Was it in the void? Or did it despawn somewhere? Is this on the still alive SMP? Hoglins. So, let's see. And couldn't find it. Ah, rip. In Triple H. So do you have, how many deaths do you have in Triple H, Satan? And Maurice says, I made a portal at the first day where I only had unenchanted iron, went to the nether, saw it was a crimson forest. Of course it is. always a crimson forest. And went back immediately. After going through it, it generated another portal inside an unlit cave. And of course, there was a skeleton, which shot me once, but I survived. I had a shield and lured it through the portal. Scary. That, yeah, honestly, I wish I had a heart rate monitor set up for this because, yeah, my pulse was high. I haven't been that scared since playing Alien Isolation, in which at one point I remember I was hiding under a desk in an office in the game for a full half hour, and I realized I hadn't moved in half an hour and I wasn't even bored. I was just terrified. And games don't usually scare me, but that one did. Setson says, also Dan, are you playing solo? You were in a mesa, just exploring, or just solo gaming? I'm playing semi-solo. I'm being a hermit. I was actually hoping I could find a cold biome. I traditionally settle in a cold biome just for fun. But I didn't find one after getting all the way to the northern world border, and so I decided, you know, this mesa looks pretty nice and it'll have gold, so let's settle there. But I wasn't... I've never settled in a mesa, and I didn't quite realize just how inhospitable it would be for this game mode, because I don't have any cows. Oh yeah, I was going to feed the cows at spawn. I'll do that later. So I don't have a very good reliable food source currently. And I don't have villagers. I don't have much of anything. And there are so many abandoned mine shafts exposed at the surface. There's one right below my base, in fact, and those are absolutely terrifying to me right now. And I'm not finding anything. No blackstone. Let's go a little bit farther this way and then maybe go a different direction. I know there's a basalt deltas nearby, but I'm not going to open my world map in the Nether because that is extremely cheaty. So, alright, so yeah, Maurice says, yeah, I was panicking like crazy. I had all my stuff from mining on me and didn't want to lose it. And, oh yeah, Satan says he has 1 death. Alright, yeah, so if I can make it without dying once, I'm going to be so happy. And I'm definitely going to be playing. Let's see, how many hours do I have in game? I have 8 hours. So I'm hoping for at least 10 hours in game, so that's not going to be too hard at this point. And so so I can say, yeah, I've got the score and I sure earned it. And Setson says, everyone has a new application for HHH series. Yes. Oh yeah, I can't wait for the next one. All right, let's put this in the offhand this time. Make a little trough for the lava just in case. And quartz is nice, but the XP is what I'm after. Okay, and I'm ready to jump up there just in case. There goes another iron pick. Hey, welcome to the game, Maurice. Maurice, oh, you're checking how much playtime you have. Nice. It'd be interesting to make a composite scoreboard that takes that into account as well. We'll be definitely developing this further as we go. Oh, no, don't fill that in yet. That's there for a reason. Yeah, I'm finding surprisingly few resources here. Maybe it's because I'm going extra slow. I'm just used to the speed of regular survival. 1.37 days. Yeah, I know you've been on a ton, Maurice. So, yeah, so that's, what, 32 hours? 33? I think that's how many that is. Doing rough math in my head while trying to stay alive. Not reliable. Alright. I'm going and not finding much. I wonder if one of the existing tunnels has some black stone that simply hasn't been mined out, or some gold, or some quartz. Yeah, and without any AFKing. Yeah, and we have an AFK automatic kicker, so idle time. If you're idle for 10 minutes, because we don't want anyone just cheesing the game, right? And I know at least someone has pointed out that this has saved them because they set themselves up a little AFK safe shelter for just leaving the computer for just a few minutes to do something and forgot and came back and they were still alive because they had been kicked for AFK. So that goes both ways. Ah, Blackstone. Fantastic. Okay. Lava pit. There we go, and digging up above is terrifying as well because not just lava, but gravel. I am determined not to die to gravel and not to die to an iron golem. So, yeah. Setson says 0.57 days, so that is, what, 12 and a half, maybe 13 hours? Yeah, time played and time with World Open are going to be the same for this since it's a server. But, and time since last death, if you have a score of 0, is also going to be the same score. Alright, here we go. This is going to be a good amount of blackstone to get started. And I was looking up some designs last night for a cool Minecrafted gatehouse. And I have some ideas, and I'm going to be building live in survival. And I haven't had time to really flesh out any ideas today. Spent the day with the twins, and which was great. But means it's really hard to do things like designing and building. But I did manage to make my my commands with the Stream Elements bot, and then later come down and make those custom alerts. So that was fun. Setson says, oh yeah, Marie says, I think I popped about 30 totems. Yeah, I know you're popping them left and right. And Setson says, Maurice, are you the adventure type? You made the raid farm so you can pop all the totems. And he asks, how are they, the twins? They are doing fantastic. We've recently started feeding quote-unquote solid food to Malcolm, who's showing all the signs. Vivenna is about to be showing those signs. She's watching him eat, and that's getting her interested. And so, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks, and I have a full inventory. I think it's time to go home. But yeah, so they are doing fantastic, and he is loving the, I'm saying quote-unquote solid food, because really it's just soggy oats. It's, I'm calling it oat-thickened milk. I wouldn't eat it, but I'll feed it to babies. Alright, nope, let's not eat yet. Let's get the most out of the food. And I should slab this also, just in case. I don't think a hoglin can spawn in this area, and I should be safe from piglins unless I panic and swipe at them, but yeah. So Marie says, yeah, flattening the outpost with pillagers spawning constantly was super dangerous, I bet. In just regular regular mode, I have died so many times just on outposts. Let's... Dang it, I don't have room in my inventory for that, so never mind that. Let's just go through, and I think the time up in the corner is telling me that it's day, but let's find out. That always makes me nervous. There we go. And then, of course, the falling sound as I come out. Alright. Yeah, so this was nerve-wracking as well because there's all the magma, and I don't trust myself to crouch when it's hardcore. So, yeah, magma is game over immediately. Yeah, so let's see. It says I did the totem farm season 0 with 0 deaths, but I had more hearts. Yeah. Yeah, the falling sounds and going through portals always get me. Definitely. And sometimes there's even a hurt sound. I don't know why, but it is absolutely the worst in this game mode. But yeah, also I had I had a nice little tunnel going all the way down underneath here, so I definitely filled that in because at first I had it lit up, and then I realized, wait a minute, I could fall in that. I don't want to fall in that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's see. What have I got here? Stone. Fantastic. Let's see. Yeah, I need more storage already. Yep, there's my single ancient debris. Yeah, even with this, storage is kind of a nightmare. My so many gold nuggets. Oh, I was going to leave these for sticks too. Whoops. And yeah, so Setson says, Dan, you can crouch on the magma. I know, but I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself. And yeah, here is my temporary platform. But let's see. Let's go ahead and let's put the cobblestone up there. And how much... Terracotta. Not a lot. Because I definitely want... I mean, I could just fill this in with cobblestone blocks. I'm kind of a stickler for making the terrain complete and filling in mountains. Not only that, but filling them in with the proper materials. But for a week-long event, I just don't quite have that luxury. What do I have on this? I have efficiency and mending, 236 durability on it. So I think let's go and mine some coal. Let's make another chest. Let's see. So I can do that right here. Oak planks. Let's do that. Let's make 4 chests. There we go. And we will place them right under here. Nope. I keep forgetting that that's a thing now. I like it, but I keep forgetting about it. Alright, and let's put stuff that we're likely to build with here. So, obsidian. Ooh, deep slate tiles. I don't know where I picked those up. I think those came at me while I was at spawn. And let's see, andesite is a good looking block. Tough, ooh, I might do something with tough. But blackstone, deep slate, those look great together. And where's my andesite? There it is. It looks so much like gravel. Alright, I'm going to take another sip of my drink here. There we go. Okay, there's more cobbled deep slate. Oh, I have more cobbled deep slate. Let's go ahead and grab all of that. And what have I got in here? Obsidian and cobbled deep slate, gravel, andesite. Okay, yeah, let's put these in here. Sorting items on stream like a super exciting stream guy. Alright, let's put these just all away. And, ooh, sun is going down. I have just a few seconds here. Let's put this here, and let's keep that on me. Yep, and where's my bed? How do I get up? Like this. And shreep. Can't shreep yet. We'll watch the sunset. Stare directly into the sun. Shreep. There we go. That was a quick shreep. Restful though. Alright, let's... Okay, now that we have this, let's go into the mines and let's get a little bit of coal, maybe some redstone, and repair this pickaxe just a little bit. And yeah, let's look at the map again. Here's my path. This is my travel path. So here's spawn. And on day 1, I went all the way up through here, killing all the cows I found along the way. I found a village, and then up around here, found the mesa, found the world border, northern world border here, went all the way around the mesa back to here to settle down. So, yep, those were the adventures of Dan on day 1. And where's my bridge? There it is. If I have time before the event ends, I might build a fancy bridge as well. Because this is going over the river. Marie says, I also found the mesa when looking for the outpost. Nice. Same mesa, I assume. There might be another one, but I think this is the only one. I don't know if there even are any cold biomes, so that's why I decided, okay, it's just time to settle down. All right, let's go down into the mine. And even this is scary to me now. Like, what if I accidentally go a little too fast and fall and damage myself? It's not going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. But I'm just so paranoid. Ooh, and yeah, there's some redstone. Let's go ahead and get that. I'm not going to be building any redstone contraptions, but... Oh, and I didn't bring any cobblestone. Dang it. There we go. Gotta have building blocks on the hotbar at all times. And this is where I went to find underneath my portal and connect the portal in the first place. So let's go ahead and I know these are mined dry. So we can turn on the light level overlay here. I figure anything that Bruno uses in HHH is fair game. And additionally, I'm using the world map. We might see if we can change some of the permissions on that in the future. I don't like using a mini-map in Minecraft at all, especially since it ruins so many pranks if you can see people creeping up on you. But yeah, one of my favorite things about Minecraft is that there is no mini-map. Oh, there we go. Yep, I don't keep my torches in my offhand right now because... Well, right now because I'm healing this one, mending it. But yeah, the light overlay is fantastic. I figure anything that you can naturally get in the regular F3 menu is fair game. And so I've got, I guess I've got a little bit more than that because I've got the time here and I've got speed. But yeah, pitch and yaw, biome, facing and your position, all that. I just have it cleaned up in the mini HUD. Okay, we are getting there. And in theory, even without the unbreaking, I should be able to come out ahead, or at least break even on my pick, if I'm using the fortune pick. And if it does get low, then I can go smelt something up. I've got plenty of iron ore. Actually, I think I've smelted that all up, but I've got plenty of cobblestone that I might as well smelt into stone. And yeah, even here I'm afraid of lava. I know there's lava nearby, but it flows slower, so I have more time to react. And I don't dare mine above me in case there's gravel, or lava, or even water. He says, yeah, I also got the time and the speed. Yeah, Mini HUD is fantastic. I used it for creating the shape for the geode for the Nether hub on the SMP as well, because you can render basic shapes in it. So I did some spheres and a cylinder, and I have them overlap specifically so that I could make a nice looking shape. All right, let's go until this iron pickaxe is broken, and then switch to the diamond one with efficiency. I'll get more coal. Yep, and there's the gravel right there. If I'd been under that, that would have been it. That would have been the end of DanBearPig's first life. Where he says, there's so many things I have to learn about how to configure with it. It is so configurable, it's a little bit intimidating. But yeah, the most frustrating thing to configure with it, honestly, is line order. I tried doing the automatic sort lines by length, and it looks nice, but then the information you're looking for just jumps around all over the place. And there we go. All right, so let's put the totem in the offhand now, just in case there's a skeleton. And let's go. First, let's get this dirt. Dirt is one of my favorite blocks in the game. It is so handy, especially if you do a lot of landscaping, which I'm not going to be doing now. Not a ton, but dirt is probably the block I run out of the most in Minecraft. So I do tons of terraforming. Okay, and let's go ahead and just fill this all back in. Don't have to worry about whether I lit it up properly or if I'm going to fall into it. Just fill it in. There we go. Alright, and what are we up to? We're up to 316 durability. Excellent. And here is more experience. And now we are up to 356. Awesome. I like to place the torches 8 blocks apart. It's a nice round Minecraft number. And another thing I like to do lately is carry a full stack of logs with me anytime I go mining, because then whatever coal I've gathered I can use for crafting new torches. And when I need to, I can craft a crafting bench at any time. And so in theory, if I've got a stack of wood with me mining, I have the entire tech tree in my inventory. Where he says, I did some outlining for some terraforming on the Still Alive SMP, and only that cost me about 10 stacks of dirt. Yeah, dirt goes fast. It's amazing. And I tend to pick big projects too, so I don't know if you noticed with the geode. Okay. And more redstone and gold, yes. It has paid off, at least in the gold department, to be in a mesa. Okay, that's all that gold. Let's get the redstone. And then check our durability again. And this one, let's just fill in. I know I'm inconsistent on that. And 326. Okay, so we're a little bit not quite breaking even on that. I don't think you get more, I keep right-clicking, I don't think you get more experience if you have fortune, just more resources. And soon we will be getting to a ravine full of water, I think, unless I'm past it. My other mine shafts went right into it, and that's where I got my obsidian. It'd be interesting if the iron gave you experience too, and then you could double dip on that when you smelt it. But yeah, I know Bruno was joking. Ender, ender, win. I don't think anyone's even gone for a regular mob farm either, because those are just too terrifying. I know a skeleton farm would be the worst. Yeah, I think I do need unbreaking on this. Unbreaking would be the difference between just very slowly wearing out and actually coming out ahead. Although this has been a great spot. Let's fill it in. I'm hoping to at least get to outlining my my gatehouse before this stream ends. 300, okay. Yeah, so with mending, I'm not going to get levels for enchanting it, and since I'm breaking even and maybe a little bit less, maybe I should switch to iron picks again for a little bit and get some levels. I could also go back to those villagers. Villagers are a decent source of experience. Here's plenty of coal. Yeah, I have found very few diamonds in this server. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, yeah, I'm safe. Nothing came down under that, so I went forward, and then the gravel showed up. Gravel was late to the party, and I was almost simply late. Maurice, is that Pepe the Frog for my near death there? I mean, my near Papa Totem, really, because I've got a totem, so... Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is where I went, and I want to be careful. I don't want to swim in there because I'm sure I will swim right over one of those magmas. Yeah, I'm almost to the end of this, so a couple more shafts, and I'll be good. Oh yeah, let's mine this out as well. Maybe make a delivery of more lapis to spawn. And yeah, I think I really do. I need to put unbreaking on this. So if I do some trading without holding this in my hand, I think I'll be able to do it. And oh, looking at the time, it's still a little bit morning, so I don't think I want to go up to the surface quite yet. Let's go just a little bit farther this way first. Give us some time for anything dangerous to burn in the sun. And hope nothing was wearing a hat. Putting unbreaking on a pick, says Maurice. I would bother with that. Yeah. I thought maybe I'd do fine with just the mending, but that is not proving to be the case. So let's mine just a little bit further and then go back to wouldn't. Oh, ruined it. Wouldn't bother with that. But with the troll, with the Bruno troll, yeah. All right, time to hydrate. And I've got 2 beverages with me. Oh, I hear a zombie. I've got 2 beverages with me. One is alcoholic and one is not. So yeah, half-hearted hardcore with a bit of beer. What could go wrong, right? And there we go. Yep, I'm hearing those zombies. There's definitely a cave system off to my right. Yep, exactly, Maurice. Okay. Alright, and it's 9:30 a.m. Minecraft time, so I think after I mine this redstone, I'm going to go ahead and go up to the surface, deposit some stuff, and then go back to spawn for just a quick trip to the villagers and get some levels and add unbreaking to this pick. Although, man, having efficiency on this is so nice. So much faster. Yep, and I definitely added those safety rails down there over the lava, so this is OSHA approved. Yeah, I want to use the pick to mine some terracotta from the neighboring plateau as well for just a little bit of terraforming. I can't help myself, not a ton. Just use the raid farm for XP. That's not a bad idea. How dangerous is the raid farm? I've never used a raid farm, ever. Let's see. There we go. Over the bridge. And yeah, if I make it to the end, maybe I'll make a makeshift fortress and fight a raid from a fortress just for fun. Not dangerous at all if you've got a decent sword. I don't have a sword. I don't have a sword at all. But I'm sure I can probably borrow one. All right, let's drop off our materials. Okay, building materials, cobbled deep slate, and decide I don't have any. Do I have any more raw ores? Oh, there's more cobbled deep slate. Let's take that. And let's see what else. Yeah, let's just put the iron in there, and let's not do that. Let's get the levels. There we go. There's another level, and that's a building material. We'll probably be making some bricks and stuff with that. And let's see. Nope, it looks like I don't have any more raw ores. That's all right. Oh, let's take the lapis. Let's take the emeralds. Fortune 3. Yeah, let's take that with us. And I don't need the coal. Let's refuel the furnace. All right, there we go. But let's take some more oak logs. Yep, we'll make more sticks. Okay, perfect. And let's go back to spawn. Maurice says, Sweeping Edge 3 and Sharpness 5 is enough. We also have all the sword enchants at spawn. Yeah, I saw that. And there might even be one to borrow. We'll see. I'm not anticipating trying that out today, but we will see. And maybe let's turn that off. It doesn't matter in the nether. Not for what I'm doing anyway. Let's see if I can remember to feed the cows as well, because I definitely want more steak. Drinking and running. What could go wrong? Oh, and I need to build a shield too. I need to be better about using shields in Minecraft. It is not my habit. There's some more blackstone. Yeah, there's definitely more blackstone to be had here. Okay, through here. And up the stairs. I'm definitely taking a lot more steps than I'm hearing, so that's better. Or at least I'm being bumped upwards more than I'm hearing. Okay, back to spawn. Should have brought some gold to trade with the piglin too. So many things I should remember to do. There we go. All right, what is in here? HHH. That's hilarious. Alright, now where was... Is that Setson? It has to be Setson because he's the only other one online. And is this the trading hall? It is not. What is this anyway? Did I look in here? Oh, this is the storage area. That's what it is. Okay. There's the trading hall right there. And let's grab more emeralds, more books. Oh, I could trade melons and pumpkins too. Okay. Let's grab a stack of each. Because I think the farmers do that, right? Yes. Okay, perfect. And I want levels this time. Is that all of it? Oh, yeah, that's because it's 6 per emerald. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch more and just do everything. And again, all the emeralds that I don't use, I will leave here so that anyone else can use them, because we're all dirty commies here. Okay, that locked it out, but he's got more. And that locked that out. Okay, there we go. And melons. Let's do melons as well. Either of you? Oh, wait, those aren't farmers. Here we go. Good, both of them. All right. And that's more lucrative. Oh, yep, already did it. Locked it out in one go. All right, and now I have 11 levels. Fantastic. Okay. Perfect. Let's go downstairs and get the Unbreaking book. Power 5, fire protection. I should get a bow, but not yet. I know I will regret not having a bow. There we go. Unbreaking 3. I really don't need it on my armor because I'll be dead long before that. Okay, diamond pickaxe with Unbreaking 3 on it. And can I afford the fortune? Almost. 13 levels. Okay, so let's see if I can get any more levels. And these are all librarians. Oh, except for the Fletcher. Oh, and what do you have? Stone hoe. Ooh, that's a better axe than my axe. And that's a better shovel. All right, but let's not worry about it. Let's do the sticks. Let's craft them first. Yeah, here, I wish I could use the space bar, just like with trading, to repeat a recipe. That would be incredibly handy. Mojang, if you're watching my stream, and I know you are, because why wouldn't you be? Alright, that's 9 levels. I need 4 more levels. And I'm basically out of sticks, dang it. Have you guys restocked your melons and pumpkins? No. Are there more sticks? I know there's more wood, so maybe I'll go get more wood at the tree farm. There's the tree farm right there. And this is probably my favorite sign on the server. Stay at the stone floor. Floating trees are okay. Careful, tree farms kill on Triple H. That they most certainly do. Alright. Oh, and there's the sugarcane farm. Good. For making more paper for more books. Don't stay close. Trees can kill you in Triple H. Setson, is this you with all the helpful signs? I feel like this is you. Probably need to go... Oh, and this is probably a stick farm. Yeah, the bamboo is for sticks. Rip random llama, you will not be forgotten. Oh, no. Glad you like my signs and Setsons. I knew that was you. It was a very you thing to do. Oh, there's all the paper right there. Okay, yeah, so let's actually craft up some books. Because why not? I've been using so many books, might as well leave some. There we go. Sticks. I need sticks, or at least wood. Here's bamboo and sticks. Craft sticks. There we go. There's wood. More sticks. All right. Oak logs. Chacha. Spruce logs. Let's go ahead and just take that. All right. Oak planks. Sparuche planks. And sticks. Inventory full of sticks. Okay, cool. It is me, says Setsun. It's a me, a Setsun. Okay, almost. If I go down to the other Fletcher, I will be able to put fortune on my pick. Awesome. Level 15. Okay, here we go. Efficiency 5, mending, unbreaking 3, and fortune 3. A perfect pick. Alright, now let's not forget to leave some things here this time. Let's not forget to feed the cows. Where were they leaving lapis? There's the enchanting station right there. Lapis, that is my gift. Ooh, more books can be made here. Nice. Alright, let's leave the emeralds and let's leave the sticks. Let's leave it nicely organized as well. There we go. And the books. I don't need those books anymore. Not at the moment. Okay. Now I will come out ahead mining with this. Back. I didn't feed the cows. Let's feed the cows. I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh, there we go. The delay on getting to the overworld makes me nervous. I always wonder, am I already there as far as the server is concerned, and am I under attack? There we go. Another drink from my drink. And where were those cows? I remember the first time I ever saw a zombie pigman in Minecraft 1.4 on the Film Cow Minecraft server. I think they were brand new, or maybe it was just the Wither that was brand new. And I went into the Nether through the server Nether Portal, and there was a zombie pigman coming up the stairs right towards me, and I panicked, swung at him with my sword, and immediately was attacked and died. It was terrifying. There they are. Okay, so is there wheat? Wheat only for feeding cows, not for making bread. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this in my offhand now. Don't need the levels anymore. I need to repair it. There we go. Parrots and the bats. Hooray! Cow crusher. And this is not inhumane treatment of animals. Look how happy they are. They're giving me hearts. Yeah, Wither was new in 1.4. Yep. Wither was new. Beacons were new. Yeah, 2013. 8.5 years ago. Jeez. That's when I started playing Minecraft. Right at the end of 2012, going into 2013. Okay, let's put this back. And is there steak down here, I'm guessing? Raw beef and leather. I'm going to go ahead and take the raw beef and smelt it up at home. I don't have an ender chest, so it would be foolish for me to put anything in the ender chest. Alright, here we go. Pre 1.5, the Wither was able to ride in a minecart. I did not know that. Oh, wow. Well, that would be something. Did it have a chance to break the minecart if it fired a skull in the right direction? Because that would be terrifying if you were trying to transport a Wither. I think the server, this was the Film Cow server. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Charlie the Unicorn or Llamas with Hats. But I'm a longtime Film Cow fan, and I had tried Minecraft briefly when it was still a browser thing. I didn't understand it, and so I didn't stick around. But then later, I saw them announce that they had started a Minecraft server, and I immediately decided, okay, yep, I'm playing this game. And yeah, it was fun. So yeah, it was a really hilarious server. And yeah, how come I can't remember where I was? Okay, this is it. I need to break this. Let's switch this back. And yeah, so back in, I think we were at 1.6 at that point, but my brother, my sister-in-law, and I decided to make a zoo, and we caught every mob that existed in the game at the time, except for the Wither. And we caught them all in vanilla survival. Not vanilla. It was a bucket server, but pretty much vanilla, and including the ghast. And you could only make the standard size portal at that time. You could not make a big Nether portal. And here I'm talking instead of navigating, so I'm lost. Let's see. Marie says, and in Bedrock, Nether Star never despawns. Ooh, well that's nice. At least it doesn't explode in Java. Read through the wiki a few days ago. Yeah, I had to actually look up the dates of releases when I shared my my screenshot, because I'm at I promised to share my oldest Minecraft screenshot on Twitter when I reached 100 followers, and I did. In fact, I think Burke was my 100th follower. Why am I lost? Of course I'm lost. I blame you guys. You're distracting me. I need to find the one with 2 torches, and I'm not finding that. Okay, I think I need to go back this way. But yeah, so I had to look up the dates, because I saw the date that it was released, but it was before the date or the version number was shown in the Minecraft window. So I did not know what version of Minecraft that was. I thought it was 1.5, but it turns out it was 1.4. So, yeah. You'd think I'd be better at this game by now, having played it so long. Here it is. I am no longer lost. But yeah, so I shared my first screenshot, which was it was just a really boring scene of a snowy hill, and I think what it was, because it's not labeled, I think what it was me looking for a potential first base location, but I'm not sure. But then I shared my, my most interesting screenshot, my most interesting oldest screenshot, which was a pterodactyl. You always got to pronounce the P in pterodactyl, that I built in survival, and that was after discussing cool things to build in Minecraft with one of the moderators on that server. And in hindsight, I know that it would have been easy, but none of us knew how to port a build from creative into a survival server. And it's time to shriek. There we go, just in time. But yeah, I'm thinking that I should rebuild some of my oldest builds with new block palettes, because there was nothing compared to what we have now. I built the whole thing out of sandstone because I would have stairs and slabs. But let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do... There you go, if you want to go see it. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I can't smelt this yet because we're smelting iron. Let's put it in here. Okay. Alright, let's do just a little bit more mining, and then let's see how much time do we have. We still have half an hour. Let's do maybe 10 minutes of mining, and then let's at least lay out the foundation for the gatehouse. But yeah, I'm imagining a couple of towers and a little bit of a bridge over the top, and at the top of the towers some peaked roofs, and I think that would be a really cool base. And if I can bring some villagers over, it would be a really good place to maybe fight a raid. Let's turn this back on. There we go. Yeah, I need to think of a cool name for my Streamlabs bot, because I can make a custom name for its Discord account, or a Twitch account rather. Discord, no. Currently I don't have a public Discord, but in the future I might do it. Alright, here we go. Properly equipped. And efficiency 5. Fantastic. Alright. Alright. Gotta do the right click thing. And after all that talk about bringing a stack of wood with me, I don't have it with me. So I'll go until I run out of torches. How about that? And what is my current durability anyway? It is 295. Okay, so hopefully I'll come out of this mining session with more than 295 durability. With Unbreaking 3, I should be able to do that easily. Should have just gotten that in the first place. Oh, diamonds. I ran right into them without even thinking about it. My first time mining diamonds on the server with fortune, and I only get one. Of course that's what I get. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we go. Alright, let's come back here, get the iron and the diamonds. So what was that, only 4? Okay, but I got 11 diamonds. Excellent. Alright, now I am certainly in business. And a torch. I turned on the in-game music so that there'd be a little bit more going on in the background, but it's not playing as often as I wish it would. So maybe I'll need to set that up in iTunes or something. I got plenty of royalty-free classical music that I could play. I need to organize it better into a playlist and do some tests with it first. But it's the same stuff that I use for my most of my YouTube videos. There's a guy who goes by Steve Jones. I don't know if that's his real name, but the guy is an absolute champion on just a violin and a viola. He has tons of public domain classical music, mostly string quartets, and it is not half bad. And a torch. What is my durability? 327. Yep, we're coming out ahead now. There we go. But yeah, I can't even find the guy on social media. He seems to only exist on the Petrucci Music Library, which is a library of royalty-free classical music in sheet music form. And it also has, where applicable, a lot of recordings as well. And I am frequently a user of that site. In fact, I just used it today, organized a... sitting with my kids, I was able to arrange a trombone quartet version of part of Peer Gynt by Grieg, thanks to Sibelius now having an iPad app, which is fantastic. See, I'm getting texts from my brother. Oh, he's sending me footage of the volcanic eruption in Iceland. I'll have to check that out later. All right. And 475. Yep. Okay. Unbreaking. Yeah, unbreaking makes the difference. And how are we doing? Okay, we got 30 minutes left of the stream. And I've got 13 torches left. 12. I'm building so much of Deep Slate on the Still Alive SMP and on my own server that I'm going to go back to Blackstone for this. Okay, alright, we'll call it here. So, yep, this is where I've been ending the mine shafts because I don't really want to swim through there. And what's the point when I can just make a new shaft? So that will do it, and yeah, we're up to 466. So I can afford to do a little bit of clearing of the mesa and fill in the area under the portal with terracotta. Let's have another drink here. My more hydrating drink, not my beer. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we had the Minecraft music going in this stream. RIP. Still at 0 deaths though, so that's a plus. Let's see, what are we at now? We're at almost 9 hours. Excellent. So by the end of the stream, we'll be at 9.5 hours of playtime, and maybe later I'll log in again and see if I can get to 10 hours tonight. Let's see, what is it, Wednesday? So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I've been playing about 2 hours a day on this, so that's been working out quite well. All right, let's turn that off. It's distracting up here, and yeah, let's go ahead and grab some terracotta. I want some of the regular terracotta and some white terracotta, since I've got a nice white field over there. And it looks particularly nice, especially with these shaders on. There's orange. Yeah, with the lack of cows, I was thinking about maybe subsisting on fish, being a pescatarian, I think that's what it's called, but I'm afraid of drowned. Like, one trident is all it would take, and they are uncannily good shots, almost as good as the skeletons. So, no thank you. There we go. There's almost a stack and a half of that. And if I go over here, should be able to get some white terracotta as well. Start at the top. Go ahead and remove that orange terracotta, just because it's in the way. And some bonus sticks as well from the dead bushes. How much have I got? 2.5 stacks? Okay. That should be plenty of this. Okay. I'm not going to worry about the white terracotta right now. I'm just going to get maybe a little bit from over here, because I am eager to get started on this build. If this was a longer running Triple H world, then I would do the Bruno thing and wait until I've killed the Wither and have a beacon before I start building anything nice, but this is such a short-lived world, I might as well. Marie says I might log in later to get some more blaze rods from the fortress. Ooh. Oh, and the sun is going down. Okay, let's run. I have about 20 seconds to get to the bed before I'm able to sleep. I have some torches, but not enough. Not nearly enough, okay. When the clock says 18:32, that's when I can sleep. Right there. Whew! That was a close call. Not really that close. Alright, but that got me back here. Let's place the terracotta. Okay, yeah, let's just place a layer of normal terracotta here, and then on top of it we'll place the white terracotta. Okay, so this currently looks like this, but I'd like it to be a little bit less broken. I am completely restoring this portal, not just its functionality. I am restoring the portal. Yeah, this is the same level, so we'll do this. no more netherrack on the surface. In fact, let's remove this cobblestone as well. There we go. Is that red or yeah, that's red terracotta. Cool. Sometimes the shaders, the colors turn out a little bit different, especially since the light is a little bit warmer. And terracotta is a little bit reddish anyway, so. Oh, I might have to move some of those chests. Whoops. There's the music, by the way. I just realized that now I'm listening to music. Here. There we go. And it's over. Rip the music. I love the Minecraft music. It's such a good soundtrack. Actually regularly play it for the kids. Okay, that is all of my regular terracotta already, and I definitely don't have enough of the white terracotta, but let's do the front of the portal first. I'm calling this the front. There's a little more regular terracotta. And let's get this out of the way. There we go. Okay, I know there's a little bit of a dangerous jump on the side, but I've got some rudimentary guardrails in place. They're not great, but they are something. Alright, and that's all of my current white terracotta. So I'm going to go get a little bit more of that. And then I'll start placing some blackstone. Yeah, these big portals are just so cool. So I'm thinking I might restore the stone bricks, the chiseled stone, and then build over the top of that my gatehouse. And that's part of why I was smelting up that stone. The other reason was simply for the experience points. Marie says, I have to say, rain makes for super good looking shots with shaders. Yeah, it does. My favorite with some of them, including this one, I'm using complementary shaders. When a storm comes in, you if you're looking at the sky, you can actually watch the clouds just roll in. It is super cool. Yeah, does it rain in a mesa? I don't think it rains in a mesa. I don't think you get any precipitation in a mesa. Same with the savanna and a desert. Okay, there we go. That's better. I just will get a little bit more of the ordinary terracotta while I'm out here. It's a shame I don't have a beacon. Ooh, Setson left the game. I'm all alone. Uh-oh. That means I'm the only one who can pass night. I must sleep if it gets dark. Not that Setson was any help with that. God, that guy. Never sleeping. Okay, this, I think, will do it. I don't want to wear out my pick too much. I'll need to go mining for coal and redstone and stuff again if I want to repair it. I say that and immediately start going into this white terracotta, which just looks so good. All right, let's go play this. Oh, Setson's back. Phew. I was worried. I need rescue, maybe, perhaps. There we go. Leaves again. No. All right. So I think I'm going to keep this level. I'm not going to build up above it. I'm just going to keep this level for building and build the frame around the portal to its former pristine glory. But mostly I'm going to lay the foundation for... That was a dangerous hole there. If I'd fallen from it from the other side, there's a chance I could take damage, I think. But yeah, mostly I'm going to lay the foundation for the gatehouse, which I keep teasing and haven't placed a single block for. But as I am not a particularly impressive builder, I don't know if I want to overpromise here. It's going to be pretty simple, but I think it'll look nice anyway. Alright, let's remove these stairs that are in the way of the white terracotta. Eat a steak. And every once in a while I have a zombified piglin come through here, and I have to remember not to reflexively swipe at it. That would be the end. And not to get greedy for the gold, because there are better ways to get gold in this world. I don't think we're going to have a gold farm. Certainly not one on top of the nether roof. I mean, there is time to build one. Ah, dang it, am I out again? Ah! Alright. Off for a little bit more white terracotta. And of course, I'm approaching this in the afternoon. Ugh. Okay, let's take it from here. This part of the plateau can be red instead of white. That would look good. Keeping a close eye on the clock here and on the sun, because Setson just doesn't sleep. So unhelpful, so inconsiderate. Alright, let's head back. A little bit more on the way, since I've got a little bit more time before the sun goes all the way down. Okay, got just under a minute here, maybe 45 seconds. And I'm going to have to replace some of these torches as well, because I've made spawnable spaces. Yeah, I know I didn't place a terracotta under there. That's all right. And let's run to the bed. Here we go. Time to shreep. There we go. I sleep, said Setson. 32 times slept. I don't believe it. I haven't seen it. I don't believe it. You can say whatever you want. I don't believe it. Alright. And yeah, I'm going to have to move those chests. out again, but I think I have enough that I can lay out a foundation now. So let's go ahead and take the spruce wood. I slept just now, up to 33. Let's see, let's look at the chat. Oh, it's not in the chat, but I can play back the clip. I was the one who slept. I was the one in the bed. Let's see, where is my spruce? Do I have any more? Don't think I do. Ooh, there is more raw iron. Dang it. Okay, let's get rid of some of this stuff. Restock the furnace. All right, and I can start on this side. Setson's laughing at me, saying I have not seen, so it does not count. Very rude. All right, first, oops, let's do this. And let's replace some torches. Just in case I'm a little slow to get to the bed, I don't want anything ambushing me. I think that's good. Wow, that's hard to see on the white terracotta. Man, I'm just making this more difficult on myself, aren't I? So let's go get the blackstone, which I placed under there now. There we go. Okay, blackstone. And let's start with polished blackstone. Let's go ahead and make a stack of that. Where do I want to put this? Orange terracotta, there we go. And I don't need these diamonds on me. Perfect. All right, so let's think of a scale here. So I've got 2 blocks here of the stone bricks, and that's on both sides. So I think I'm going to have that abutting the towers. So if I start right here, there is the center where it meets that. So if I go 2 blocks on either side, there's a 5-block long side. And how does that look? I just placed that, now I'm breaking it. If I do it like this. How does that look for scale? Yep, there's a zombified piglin right there. That's pretty good, but nothing says I can't have it be oblong. Since I am making a peaked roof on it, and that's going to be my home, I'll be moving into it just as the server ends, I'm sure. So let's add 2 more front and 2 more back. So this is what, 9, I think? We'll do 9 by 5 interior. Okay, yeah, I think that is a pretty good base. That will work quite well as a foundation. Let's place, oops, I'm assuming that I have torches in my offhand again because that is my habit. But I do not. Hi. Hello. Now he's in my way, of course. Ugh, what a jerk. What a juice bag. Alright, so now I'm into building, which means Feather Falling 4 might very well save my life. It would be very fitting if it's building that is what kills me. So, alright, let's make some more blackstone blocks. Let's get another stack, and let's make this one into polished blackstone bricks. And what else can we make? There are slabs, there are stairs, and walls. Okay. Polished blackstone brick wall. I think that is what I want. Whoa, let's... Oh yeah, I made that out of... Okay, yeah. So we need to make more polished. That's polished deep slate, polished blackstone. Let's go ahead and make that whole stack, actually. And we'll make more polished blackstone bricks. There we go. And now I want polished blackstone wall. Just some of them. Okay, there we go. Alright, now this will let us get some depth on this wall. I'm talking like I'm a professional builder, and I am certainly not. Let's do bricks here. And hopefully he despawns after I log out, because I don't want him there. And no, I did not intend to fall off of that, so that's promising, right? Okay, and before I go any higher, let's make... I'm holding shift like mad, because my life really does depend on it. Okay, yeah, let's start making a staircase up the outside. This is our scaffolding. So now I want to do some walls. So let's find the centers. So right here, this is the center. Like that. Okay. Let's make some gaps. And yeah, I really am freehanding this. So this is on the fly. Parkour. Not the wisest thing to be doing right now, but I'm doing it. And maybe something a different color on the outside. We'll see. We've already got the gray to offset it, so that's pretty nice. But maybe I'll use the andesite or maybe even diorite. Some diorite walls. I wish we had quartz walls. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to look pretty cool. Let's add that there and carefully go down the stairs. Oh, music's starting up again. Hooray! Okay, yeah, so imagine this. So that goes up to basically the top of that brick block right there, that stone brick block. And then goes across as well, and there will be, not crenellations, not turrets. Yeah, we'll have machicolations, that's for sure, so I can shoot downwards. So Shadiversity would be happy with me. Let's add some torches on the inside here. And there will be living quarters and an armory as well. So simple, small castle that is essentially just a gatehouse to the Nether. And that is my idea. And up on the next level up, I'll have some arrow slits as well. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be building a lot more of this off camera. But let's see what I can get built in the next few minutes or so before I end the stream. Yep, fall damage is a thing now. And it's getting late in the evening, so I'm going to have to shriep again. Whoops. You don't belong. Ah, dang it. And my instinct is to go jump immediately down there and get it. No, let's not do that. I would survive this fall, I think, with feather falling, but no. No, 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 no. Even just crouching up here is giving me a ton of anxiety. Alright, you can guard the dungeon level of this tower, okay? This is the North Tower. You're the North Tower guard. Okay, and yeah, let's go ahead and do this now. And I'm already going to need more of these. Okay, and more torches. One there. Okay, so over to this side, and I need to build up my stairway a little bit more. Right there. There we go. Whoa! Oh, I fell a little bit. Okay, and it is time to shriep and then make more blackstone bricks. I'm going to need to gather a lot more blackstone. Good thing I have a decent pick now, so that will go a lot faster next time I do it. And right now. There we go. Perfect timing on the Shreep. Also, since it's an in-game, I finished the build. If you pass by, just have a look. Ooh. What were you building? Maybe that's how I'll end the stream. That'll be a good way to go. Yes. Need polished blackstone first. Okay, there we go. And bricks. I don't want all of these. I want to keep a few polished blackstone. Let's keep half a stack of it. There we go. Storage for the half-hearted event people. Cool. I'll come by in a bit. All right, let's place what we have here. Oh, let's light that up. I could have died just now. Oh no, Dan, you are not a hardcore player. All right, let's place these and then go by. And I'm thinking really hard about not falling down and not dying. I am still alive. And polished. Oh, I have a whole stack. Nice. Okay. Yeah, let's do... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Let's do a layer of this. Nice. It's coinciding with that. I did not plan that, but that will look nice. Ooh, maybe I should go into that bastion and get some gilded blackstone. Maybe. If I'm still alive on the last day and I'm looking for something to do and everything else is done, maybe then. Okay, so those are going to look like boarded up windows, it's turning out, so that's kind of cool. Alright, before I forget, I need to extend my stairs upwards. Yeah, I am in dangerous, dangerous territory here. Let's light this up a bit. Yep, right there in the center. Good thing, many years of playing Minecraft, and I have a pinky of steel, so... there we go. Hard to see the block outline for the targeted block when you're looking at black blocks. Oh, and my instinct says go get that torch. No, nope, nope, that torch does not exist. That torch is dead to me. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, it looks like a piglin snout. Nice. Alright, let's get a screenshot. Holding the axe. And let's take off. There we go. That is looking cool. I'll probably get a different one in replay mod afterwards. And let's put on my armor before I have an anxiety attack. There we go. That is looking nice. Okay, yeah, so imagine that mirrored on the other side and up and over. And as I make progress, I will be sharing some screenshots on Twitter and on Bruno's Discord. But let's, we've got technically 1 minute. I'm going to take a couple more minutes. Let's go back to spawn and see Stetson's build. His storage area for the event people. Long way around for some reason. Whoops. Maybe I can get some more steak as well while I'm there, but that'll be off camera because that'll take some time. And I am out of time. On the way back, I will definitely be mining more blackstone. Any blackstone that I see. Let's make the most out of the steak as well. As soon as that final meat pop, so my sister-in-law calls him. There we go. I should let him know. He has stream delay. I'm sure he's seen it by now, but... Oh, that is not... Oh, I could go through there. It's fine. Yeah, yay, he says. There we go. Yep, there's the one. That's the one I was supposed to come through. Oh, professional Minecrafter. Yeah. I can speak Piglin. Alright. Oh, once again, I forgot to bring gold to trade with the Piglin. Whoops. Bad delay. Oh, there we go. Okay. I heard a piston. Did you hear that? I heard a piston. Okay. I think that's it right there. It's not... That's kind of a deadly fall, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Okay, not quite unless you jump and don't have feather falling. Oh, look at that. He's got the heart on it. Nice. I see the half heart. Okay, nice use of tough, nice use of deep slate. Ooh, we've got the chiseled deep slate with the warden on it. Very cool, very cool. Cobbled deep slate walls, nice. And there's Bob. And he's leading me upstairs. Let's see what's upstairs. Ooh, free stuff. Free. I feel like I am being ripped off by free stuff. It's empty. It's empty. There's no free stuff. Mini Bob. I've been ripped off by the promise of free stuff. Free room to players that don't want to build a house. I mean, fair enough. But free. It says free. There's stuff from the people who live here. Dirt Bob. My dirt, don't touch. Mama Bob and Bob. Mama Bob pajamas. Dad Bob pajamas. Oh, Setson, you're fired. This is awesome. It's like a greenhouse. It's gonna get really hot in here, you know that, right? When the sun is up. Is there air conditioning? Is this place air conditioned? Dang, you're in full netherite gear? Alright then. Well. Oh, that's kind of cool too. Okay, well, that's where I'm going to leave it though. Thank you, Setson. Thanks for the tour. I'm going to stay here where it is safe. And yeah, thank you everyone who joined for watching. And let's see who is online that I can raid. Let's see. Let's go raid channel, and Firepower is online. He was the first person I ever raided. I think it was Shipwreck who recommended him. So let's go ahead. He's playing Minecraft. He's family friendly. Let's go ahead and raid Firepower. So yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. Setson's putting his name tag in my screen. Thank you very much, Setson. I want my netherite. Oh, did he give me netherite? Did he give me netherite? I don't have netherite. Oh, it's Witherbloom. Hello, Satan. Satan, Witherbloom, same person. All right, so let's go ahead and raid Firepower. I'm starting the raid. Thank you everyone for joining, and I will see you either this Saturday for Kerbal Space Program or next Wednesday for more Minecraft. And thank you very, very much.